on what I... regimes are governing right now, that are stepping on the laws, that are making fun of the Constitution, that are violating everyone's rights. It doesn't matter anymore what rights exist. It doesn't matter anymore what laws are in place. This federal agency is simply violating all of that. But what's really important to remember is what is happening here in the local level. Here we have a mayor. Here we have a city government that is lacking action, that is not responding to what New Yorkers want. We have been in the fight for a street vendor reform for many, many years. More years than I can remember. And where are we right now? We're still sending the cops at the vendors. And they are claiming that the vendors are engaging in criminal activity. One of the vendors that were arrested yesterday and now is in ICE detention was selling phone cases. Is that a crime? Is that a crime? Selling phone cases to make a living and put food on the table is sending someone behind bars. It's sending them in detention centers, and we don't know what's going to happen to them next. This is the kind of regimes and systems that the vendors are dealing with. So I want to take this opportunity to call on the city government to do what's right, to pass the street vendor reform package, to make sure that our vendors are protected, to make sure that we don't point fingers at the federal government, while now in city council, we can pass local laws that will provide these protections. Right now, street vendors are being treated as criminals. They have a target on their back. And what we saw yesterday, the crime of every New Yorker who stopped by the federal government is being a black person in Canal Street. That's a crime. They stop every person who happens to be a black person walking in Canal Street. They stopped United States citizens. They stopped vendors. They stopped immigrants. They stopped everyone asking them for their ID in violation of all the constitutional rights. And what are we doing here in the city government? Nothing. The city council has been sitting on a package of bills and not moving them forward beyond the hearing. What are we waiting for? How many vendors are we waiting for them to be reported for the council to wake up and start doing something? We have a mayor who's blaming ICE and blaming the federal government for criminalizing the vendors, while he himself vetoed a legislation that would decriminalize street vending. This is hypocrisy in 3D. With that, I would leave you to it, and I want to give a big shout out to everyone who came here together, for you all who made it happen. One more chance, vendors! Vendors! Thank you all.
So when they come for street vendors, will you stand shoulder to shoulder with them and fight back? That's right. Next up, I want to call on Manolo from the People's Forum. Give it up for Manolo Santos.
Trump is kidnapping our neighbors. Trump is literally kidnapping everyday New Yorkers from our streets, detaining them in this hideous building, deporting them under the most violent and brutal conditions. But we, New Yorkers, have a message for Trump, and we have a message for ICE and for Homeland Security. We will not let this pass. We will not let Let Trump continue taking our brothers and sisters. We want to know, how is it possible that far-right, fascist, social media influencers can make a post one day and the next Homeland Security follows their instructions to kidnap our people? Is that what the U.S. government calls the law now? But we see that what's happening now is not an isolated event. Trump has declared a war on everyone in this country. Trump has declared a war on black people. Trump has declared a war on immigrants, on women, on anyone who opposes their form of government. The question is, what do we do next? We have to fight back. We have to protest. We have to organize. We have to mobilize. But what comes next? I want to repeat. I want to heed the call of what our brothers and sisters are saying in San Francisco, what they're saying in Chicago, what they're saying in New Orleans. It's time to defend democracy for real. We need a general strike. We need to see the power of the people out in the streets telling the Trump administration, no more. Ya basta. It's over. Democrats are not going to end the raids. A few elected officials by themselves are not going to end the raids. It's the power of the people coming together to fight back that's going to end the raids. So when we say fight back, it doesn't mean just come out to the next protest. It means we need to organize deep in our communities, block by block, neighborhood by neighborhood. Because the only defense we have against the terror of the Trump administration is precisely the unity of our people in the streets. I am proud to be a New Yorker when I saw my fellow New Yorkers come out to protest yesterday. I am proud to be a New Yorker when I see all of you in the streets today. But I will be even prouder when we finally shut down this racist, vigilante, kidnapping government called the Trump administration.
All right, I'm going to say something and you repeat with, we got to fight back. Got it? Racism means? One more time. Racism means? Ice race means? Deportation means? We got to fight back. Yes, that's the energy we need. Next up, I want to call on my sister in struggle, Diana from the DSA. Give it up. New Yorkers, compañeros, siblings, neighbors. My name is Diana Moreno. I'm a proud member of New York City DSA, and I'm an immigrant. I was born in Ecuador, and my parents made a courageous and bold decision to leave everything behind in search for stability and opportunity. And they did so because they were faced with a system of capitalism, of austerity, of neoliberalism that pushed us out of the homeland, the only place that we ever knew, leaving all of our loved ones behind in search for something better. Little did I know, as an 11-year-old girl, that this is not a system that you can escape, but it's a system that you must transform. That is what my experience labor belongs to them. It belongs to us. The wealth that we create belongs to us. And so, compañeros, what I learned is that this system, the current system of capitalism that's based on fear, based on isolation, based on militarization of our streets, based on death, can only be transformed by socialism and democracy. And that's exactly what New York City is willing to do. Because we are putting our bodies on the line to organize. Just 2 weeks ago, I was arrested in front of 26 Federal Plaza because I will not allow my neighbors to be taken. And what we need now is commitment. What we need now is for every single person to commit to be organized in a socialist organization, in their workplace, in their buildings, because we need each other more than ever. And that is what the fascists fear the most. Because we only can meet isolation and fear with solidarity. And yesterday, my fellow New Yorkers showed what solidarity looks like. And all we need to do is keep showing up for each other, because we in New York City will not take ISIS fascist thugs. So I hope you join me, because I'm going to end in a little song. And you might know this one. You might know this one. Hey, I'm going to tell you fascists, right? People in this world are getting organized. You're bound to lose. You fascists bound to lose. So join me. Oh, you fascists bound to lose. Oh, you fascists bound to lose. That's right. Oh, you fascists bound to lose. You're bound to lose. You fascists bound to lose. Thank you. Give it up. That's right. Next up, I call on Fahad from Drum, a longtime committed fighter in the struggle for the people.
Who streets? Who streets? Who streets? Who streets? Who city? Who city? Who city? These streets belong to us. These city belongs to us. Not to the fascists. ICE is the front cutting edge of the fascist onslaught. If we identify enemy number one on the streets, it's ICE. With no respect for any rules, no respect for humanity, we should understand them as the front line of the fascist onslaught. How do we resist fascism? We confront them on the street like the beautiful people did yesterday. Within seconds, people were confronting them. That you will not take our neighbor. You will not take my friend. That is the first way we confront them.
Hell yeah.
But the second thing is we know the fascists have no shame. They don't care about negative publicity. They can't be embarrassed. So we have to hit them where it hurts. All the economic power support that they have, we have to make them pay. The billionaires that are supporting the fascist onslaught, we have to make them pay. The politicians that are promoting the onslaught, we have to make them pay. The politicians that remain quiet and just want us to continue to keep going, keep our heads down, we have to make them pay. In our streets, in our apartment buildings, in our workplaces, in our neighborhoods, at the ballot box, wherever we consume, wherever we buy, every place we have to figure out where does their power come from and where their weaknesses are, and we have to hurt them. And that requires us to get organized. If you can join an organization, do so. If you don't want to join an organization, form a group of people, form a collective that covers your neighborhood, that covers your apartment building, that covers your workplace. Fascism, as Diana just said, it thrives on isolation. It thrives on alienation. One of the main ways we defeat fascism is to show the world that we want to build. A people that come together, people that support each other, people that take care of each other. Whose city? Whose city? Whose street? Whose street? Thank you.
Are you committed to building organization? Are you committed to building our movement? Are you committed to building this new future together? That's right. Next up, I want to call up Roger from the December 12th movement, who's been building our movement for many decades. Give it up for Roger!
No justice. No justice. ICE off of New York streets. No justice. No justice. ICE off of New York streets. 38 years ago, when the December 12th, when we first formed, we coined that slogan of no justice, no peace, whose streets, our streets, because of the attacks that the Black community was facing from police out of control and vigilante white mobs. And one of the first actions we took was what was called a day of outrage. And the purpose, the idea behind the day of outrage was business would not go on as usual in New York City so long as we were under attack. So here we are, 38 years later. What are we looking at? We're looking at ICE, a national police force of masked, armed, unidentified men, women, whatever, who are going around the country snatching people up. ICE's budget, just for that one agency, is larger than all but the annual military budget of 16 countries in the world. So what we're looking at is the fascistization of the United States. And we have to be very clear about that. We have to be very clear that 10, 12 years ago, the court said in New York City, the police could not stop and frisk people simply on the basis of what they looked like. It was illegal, it was unconstitutional. But what do we have here now in New York? Not only are they saying you can stop and frisk, you can stop, arrest, and deport somebody by the way they look or by what language they speak. The question always is, what are we going to do? Oh yeah, we're going to fight back. As Manola said, the mayor of Chicago said, well, maybe one tactic we can employ is a general strike. And that's what the essence of the Day of Outrage was back in 1987. A general strike that the city has got to close down so long as ICE is roaming in uncontrolled. When I was growing up, which is a long time ago, and used to play basketball, there was a term called breaking the ice. And what breaking the ice meant was that if you were playing somebody and they were scoring on you and you had never scored, they were just pushing you around. In order to stop them, you had to break the ice. You had to score. Well, right now, we're not talking about a game. We're talking about life and death. And I think we know that New York will not give in. New York will resist. New York will not be New York will not be a chump. What will New York do? Break the ice. What will New York do? What will New York do? What will New York do? Straight ahead.
District 38, and I am here to tell you again, we do not welcome ICE in our city. In fact, I want to say, y'all, get the fuck out of our city. I want you to repeat with me, because we need to make sure we know our rights and that our neighbors know our rights. So repeat after me. Be silent. Do not consent a search. Do not open the door. Do not offer any information. Do not sign anything. That's right, y'all. This is our city, and we keep each other safe. And let's not forget that. So who keeps us safe? Keeps us safe. That's right, we keep us safe. So we are telling Trump and his band of bigots and his Gestapo that we don't want them here in our city. And we will do everything in our power to keep each other safe. So make sure we need you. We need you to organize. We need you to organize. We need you out on the street. We need you to talk to your neighbors. We need you to make sure that you tell everybody that we keep each other safe and we reject Trump and his racist agenda, because everyone is welcome in New York City. So remember, when we organize, we win. When we organize, we win. When we organize, we win. What are we gonna do? That's right, organize. Remember, do not give information. Do not sign anything. Do not open the door. Do not consent for a search. These are our constitutional rights, and we must exercise them. And let's not give Trump and his band of bigots another reason to come up in here. We will organize. We will make sure that we keep each other safe. Because they're going to come in here and they're going to provoke. And they're going to send people to be violent. And they're going to send people to make us fight with each other. But we are not falling for that bullshit. We need to make sure we stand together. We are going to assert our rights and we are going to protect one another. And I want to thank you, y'all. This fight is only the beginning. We are going to prevail. We will prevail because we organize. I love you. Love each other. We do not have any fear. Say it loud and say it clear. We do not have any fear. Next up, I want to call on another fearless fighter, Mohammed, from African Communities Together. Give it up.
Thank you guys so much. My name is Mohammed Musa. I'm with African Communities Together. I was born in Ghana. I came here when I was 2. I remember when my mother was afraid to walk outside because she didn't know what would happen to us. Now I'm in a position to fight for people who are in a similar position, people who did not have their rights. Yes. We need to make sure that we communicate our rights. We need to communicate our rights. We need to make sure that we all know our rights. We need to protect people who are vulnerable. We need to make sure that we all stay together. We need to look to each other. Everybody here, we're together. We're here together. We're fighting together. They're coming for all of us. Every single day in Harlem, we fight for African asylum seekers. We make sure that they try to get the services that they need. They think that they can come to our city and come and get us, but they can't, because we're here and we're together and we're going to protect each other. We need to make sure that we do our rights. We need to make sure that we educate our neighbors of their rights. We educate our friends of our rights. We're brothers and sisters here. We need to stay together. We need to understand that someone that does not look like you is your brother. Someone that does not look like you is someone that you have to protect. Because today is them, tomorrow it's going to be us. So let's make sure that we fight and we stay together, we organize, and we know our rights.
All unite for immigrant rights! All unite for immigrant rights! One struggle, one fight! One struggle, one fight! All unite for immigrant rights! All unite for immigrant rights! That's right! Next up, you have Wayne from the Chinese American Planning Council. Give it up!
How are you feeling? I am Wayne Ho, and I'm the CEO of the Chinese American Planning Council, CPC. For 60 years, we have been serving Chinatown in New York City because we believe that every New Yorker, every immigrant background should have an opportunity not only to survive, but to thrive. And yesterday, people came into our neighborhood and brutalized our neighbors. Is that right? Chinatown is a neighborhood that believes that every immigrant should succeed. We are a neighborhood that believes that no one should live in fear. We are a neighborhood that believes that everyone should support their family. We do not believe that the federal government should be brutalizing our own community members. They're brutalizing us not only by the raids, they're brutalizing us by taking away our health care. They're brutalizing us by taking away SNAP. They're brutalizing us.